Hello, one and all. Oh my god, I gotta turn the volume down on my headset. Just felt like talking about the Infinite Warfare beta for a little bit. Just a quick note, when I said I had to turn my volume down real quick, as I'm editing this in SHAREfactory, I haven't removed the sound from the audio, so one of the clips starts playing in the background while I start talking, and it's gonna make me try to talk louder unnecessarily. But less me being an idiot and more to the actual game. So, okay, you had your standard Call of Duty gunning and fun. Now, I'm not gonna lie, before Infinite Warfare was officially announced, and we just knew, okay, this is Infinity Ward's time again, I was down on the whole thing. And then obviously the reveal, and because I love science fiction-based shooters, I started getting a bit more positive on it. Especially seeing as what we had seen didn't look half bad. And I still hold on to that it didn't look half bad. So, beta comes around. Beta is a bit laggy, like conversation issues at times, but for the most part don't really have a problem with it. But the actual gameplay is actually pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much what I was looking for. You have your standard assortment of modes. The map design is a lot better than I had expected. Not to say other Call of Duties had bad map designs, just Infinity Ward's maps. Last time I haven't been the best since like Modern Warfare 2 in my opinion. Modern Warfare 1 had great maps, Modern Warfare 2 had great maps. 3, but then again, I can't really blame them. Though Sledgehammer, who, ironically enough, Advanced Warfare didn't have the best maps, but they're still decent. But actually, I really like the map design in this. It's this whole futuristic theme. You have the ability to wall run, and you have the places that work for it, but it's not like Black Ops 3 where it's inherently designed for it. Maybe if I actually remember to, I'll throw a clip of me actually doing that right about there. But if not, oh well. Although the jetpacking and the wall running and everything does feel slower than Black Ops 3, I wouldn't say it's enough to be a detriment to the game. It's still there, and it is still fun. Now, another part of the game is, for once, Infinity Ward is actually keeping a fucking improvement made by another company. Actually, multiple improvements, or new ideas. For example, we're keeping the running idea of the supply drop that was started in Advanced Warfare and kept in Black Ops 3. And we're also bringing back the weapon variations from Advanced Warfare, but actually improving it. Because now when you buy the random loot drop crates with in-game currency, I mean, let's be honest, there's going to be a microtransaction currency for this too. Just like there was in Advanced Warfare and in Black Ops 3, but whatever, moving on. However, you don't need to get the crates to get the weapon variations. As you open the crates, you'll get something called salvage, which is a second in-game currency, which let's be honest, you'll probably also be able to replace with the freaking premium currency too. But you can use the salvage to directly buy the variations of the guns. So essentially you can rely on luck and you can get lucky, like I did. Got a rare version of a submachine gun that can also turn into an assault rifle. Actually really like that gun. Or you can, instead of relying on luck, simply just save up your salvage and go down the path to get that rare version. The epic or the legendary, whichever version you want. Obviously you can't just go from like the base and directly to the highest, like rarest version, but 'Cause there's that whole progression of you got to common, uncommon, rare, up chain, but I'd say that's a decent trade. Now, one downside I will say I have about the game is, while it did keep the sort of operator system from Black Ops 3, which I actually liked, characters were, I felt, had a good amount of character, I guess you could say, to them. Classes were differentiated enough. And let's be honest, Reaper was fucking awesome. Now, this time it's called the quote-unquote rig system. But rigs aren't as interesting as the characters were. I mean, now we have passive abilities on each one, which are nice. You have your active ability, which now instead of choosing between 2, you have 3 to choose from. But the problem is, they're not as interesting as Black Ops 3's. I mean, perfect example is the Reaper operator from Black Ops 3. The closest thing we have to that is the Synaptic rig in Infinite Warfare, which is pretty lame in comparison. It doesn't look as appearance-wise, it doesn't look as cool, which doesn't really matter as much. But it just doesn't feel as entertaining to play as. Because while its special, or one of its abilities is very similar to the Scythe ability that Reaper had, which was the ability that allowed you to turn your arm into a 3 triple barrel, I think it was, minigun. This time you had turned both your arms into silenced machine guns. But something about it just lacks the fun factor of it. Now, there is one rig that I've gotten to use, the FTL rig, that has some pretty interesting sounding abilities to me. So I think I know which one I'm going to be using when the game comes out. But that being said, the rigs are probably the weakest part of the game for me right now. Because the map design is good. I like the weapons. I mean, they actually had a decent amount of deviation with the weapons, I'd say, really. You have an assault rifle, or some machine gun that can turn into an assault rifle that alters its firing rate when doing so. You have a sniper rifle that can become like a laser sniper and become a fully automatic assault rifle, obviously lowering the damage at the time. You have assault rifle, the Type 2, that can become a Kimbo pistol, like a Kimbo fully automatic pistols, pretty much. Or if you fully upgrade it, akimbo fully auto shotguns. You have quite the interesting assortment of weapons this time around, really. You have laser weapons that can recharge their ammo. You have your normal bullets. There doesn't seem to be any, oh my god, this is going to be the kill streak I use sort of streak rewards, like there have been in other games. I mean, hell, freaking Black Ops 1. I love the Blackbird. Always had that on. But honestly, the last few Call of Duties I've been playing, I've cared less about the score streaks and kill streaks and all that. Especially with Black Ops 3, I really didn't care about them at all. I cared more about the getting my ability, which is true in this case, again, because the abilities are more, well, not as interesting as Black Ops 3's. They're more interesting than the base score streaks. There is zero denying this for me. Although the FTL's first ability that you unlock is completely broken bullshit. It is literally a guaranteed one-hit kill pistol. It will destroy everything in your path. every time, with zero exception, so long as you hit your target. But while it is a neat weapon, it still doesn't have the same cool factor as the freaking bow used by, I forget, which, it's been a while since I played Black Ops 3, so I forget some of the characters I used less, as the freaking compound bow, as the Ripper used by Spectre. I mean, it does feel like it's missing that wow factor. But I guess from the gameplay standpoint, they're pretty much the same. And like I said, they do have more options than last time, so improvement, I guess? Just that for me, it's less of a second I see it, just what I'm using, I know what I'm using, sort of thing. Because before Black Ops 3 even came out, before I even ever touched it, the second we saw multiplayer gameplay, I saw the Reaper. I saw its arm transform, and I'm like, mine. I'm using that. And I used that. And damn it, now I actually kind of want to play Black Ops 3, which I have not updated in a while. A long, long, long while. Also, matchmaking can be kind of a wench in this game, but hope that usually gets sorted out sooner or later anyways. This being said, though, altogether I'd say the beta was actually pretty fun. I'm looking forward to the game more than before now. I feel safe having pre-ordered it. Because obviously you know what you're getting to some extent with Call of Duty, but the question is, do they fuck up something you like, or do they not fuck it up? They really haven't fucked up much that I like enough for me to hate it. Now, whether I'll play this or the remastered version of Modern Warfare more, I don't know, but I'll put my money on this, just because I love science fiction games. I love Killzone, I love my Doom, I love Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, I'm gonna love this. If I had an Xbox, I'd love Halo 2. There's no doubt to that anymore, let's be honest. If you throw me into a decent sci-fi, first-person shooter, I'm probably gonna like it. It's just the theme of them, you know? And now I'm rambling, so we're just gonna sum things up. Yeah, the game has its pros and cons, but overall, I'm looking forward to it. Seems pretty fun. Definitely gonna be playing it a good amount when it comes out. Either that or I'll be switching between it and Titanfall 2 a lot. But until then, see ya. Son of a bitch. Fucking controller goddamn timed out.